Good evening, guys. Good evening. See if anyone pops up this evening. Hey, what's up, Coin Hunter? Good evening. Give it a few minutes. Have more folks come on. I haven't done a live in a while, so might as well do a live on this one. It'd be a rather quick live event, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Boondocks. What's up, man? How you doing? You guys doing anything special on your hot, steamy July evening? Richard, how you doing, man? You're relatively close by. David Corder and David Carlisle. Mr. Carlisle, how you been? It's been a minute. Yeah, live show. When was the last time I did a live show? It's been a little while. Oh, we got two people from Fresno. Marvin, good evening. It's not too late, right? 9 p.m. Midnight. It's after midnight for my folks on the East Coast. So if you're popping in from the right side of the U.S., good evening. Oh, David's in Antioch. That's where my sister-in-law's from. Actually, Brentwood area. My wife and I had our first date in Antioch at the Applebee's over there. Long time ago. Hey, Evelyn. Good evening. Glad you could pop on here. It's Abel. Hey, good old Augie. You're still up, huh? It's like 11 o'clock over there. Tracy from Paradise. Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't been back up to Paradise since the fire, so how'd you guys fare over there a few years ago? I hate to drum up old news, but I like to hear from folks. We had friends that from that area. Applebee's on the date night, right? Just like the song. No rest for the weary, huh, David? Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. Are you guys rebuilding? There's people that just love the area, so I know a few people that are staying relatively close. I know one person that moved over to Chico right after. Yeah, I figured I'd just do a quick little, pop-up live event. We got some prices on the 2023 Morgan dollars and Peace dollars. If you guys want to hear about that. Although you won't find the prices on the US Mint website. I got my connections, I guess. Fluffy? Can I call you Mr. Fluffy, George? Or do you prefer Mr. George or Mr. Kimball or Mr. Kimball George, aka Fluffy? Oh, the Togos. I think I've been there once. I have to be in the mood for Togos. I mean, it is better than Subway. I will say that. So I hope everyone's doing swell tonight. we'll talk about the. Yeah, Brandon, they were. That's we're going to talk about it. It's from the brochure. So for those of you that did not, that do not receive the brochure, and this is like your first time ordering from the Mint, then we'll talk about that. So I wanted to get your guys' take on whether or not you think it's expensive. There is obviously some fine print that comes with the prices for this release event, and it's not even until next year, you know. So yeah, the sandwiches at Togo's are massive. I'm usually good for like whatever a large one is, like was that 10 inches or whatever it is. But with Togo sandwiches, I can only do half of that. Nothing like a good pastrami. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 9 inches. Hey, that's not a bad little honeypot there. Namaste. Yeah, right. That's what she said. 9 inches. I don't think any lady would complain with 9 inches. Maybe some would. I don't know. Yeah, we're trying to keep this PG rated tonight. All right. So yeah. Hope everyone's have a great weekend. And are you talking about the sandwiches or the U.S. Mint product? Because they're probably both true. The inflation is certainly being felt all over the place. Yeah, Richard, that's probably why the Denver Mint 2021s are considered a conditional rarity in Mint State 70. They're like $1,000 a coin. It's ridiculous. I thought about putting together a Mint State 70 set of all the coins, but the Denvers are a stopper, especially when you get the Carson City and the New Orleans and all that great stuff for a few $100, you know, 200-300. It's just when you get to that pesky Denver, I don't know. I find it hard to justify that when there's a whole bunch of other coins that you could buy. You could buy gold for $1,000. All right, George, Fluffy, have a great evening. Rest assured, I will be on more live events here in the future. Probably during the holidays is usually the time of the year where I am more active with live events. So, yeah, the two Denvers I ended up with, Richard had the circular scratches on them. And yeah, I kept one and sold the other. I sold for what I got for it, but the guy was not happy with the coin. Ragab, it really depends on the grade, buddy. You know, is it mid-state something or another, or you know, 23D is not necessary. It's a little bit tougher date because of the mid mark. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Morgan and Peace Dollar series of coins. So I placed my enrollment order. Hey, Joey K, how you doing, man? Yeah, this is a little spur of the moment stream. I wasn't really, you know, I was just gonna do a quick video and just post it, but I'm like, hey, let's talk to the people. Oh, XF45. I don't know. You're probably looking at around $55, somewhere around there. If it was mid-state, like mid-state 61, 62, they're going to be worth a lot more. Jay, if you want, because you got me intrigued, you can always send us a message to our email. Um, Is this Paula? Hey, Paula, this was just a spur of the moment thing. I wanted to talk about the prices of the Morgan and Peace coins because we have information. Oh, Ray, yeah, it's kind of a travesty. I people subscribe, but yet they're not dedicated on watching the content. So I know YouTube does the scrubbing of the subscriber lists to pull out all the bots off of there. And when they do it, there's not a lot of bots that come off of my subscriber count, maybe about 500 or so, which is not a lot. Every time they do it, I think once a year. So it's strange. 251,000 subs and only 70 people is quite. Paula, you're close. You're close. So it's in this. Did you receive one of these, Paula? So here's what we're looking at. All right. So you see the prices right there. So from the top, we have the two proof, Morgan, Peace Dollar. These are going to be S minted coins. They're going to be $73 a piece. You're going to notice that each one of them has a little star or asterisk right there. So $73 tentatively is what they're going to issue these at. The Morgan and Peace uncirculateds are at 67. So on my screen, this is showing up backwards. I don't know how it's looking like over on your guys' side. The 2-coin set, which me personally, I'm seeing it on the other screen. It's normal. The 2-coin set, which I have a better, more vested interest in having ownership of. Look at that. Wow. $175 is what they have this one for. Now, to recap, the 2-coin set is reverse proof. So you're going to receive one of each of the Morgan and the Peace Dollar. Now, the only thing that comes close to comparison for this bottom line here is going to be the 2021 Type 1, Type 2 Silver Eagle set that was issued as a reverse proof. I still firmly believe that is a bargain buy right there. I think 2-coin sets are currently like right around $190 to $200 still. Lower mintage than what this is going to be because the mintage of the uncirculated coins are 275K. So in theory, there should be enough. As a matter of fact, if you go on of the U.S. Mint, that all 5 products are still available right now. All right. So the BU, Morgan, and Peace Dollars are 275K a piece. The Peace coins of each of the Morgan and Peace are 400K. So that's a much higher number. I have a feeling that that's going to be available for a longer while. I think people are just salty with the program, and that's why these things haven't quite, come close to selling out or fulfilling the enrollment part of it. But the one that I'm most interested in is going to be the 2-coin reverse proof set. Is the one I like the most at $175. Let me bring up last year's product schedule for the 2-coin Silver Eagle set. They call it the designer set. You guys remember that? Yeah, it says $175, but the mintage is 125K, which is a lot lower. All right, and which is why I think that particular set is a sleeper. If you're able to find one at like $200 to $225, I think that's a really good buy. And I think graded examples and like Proof 70 are still affordable for each of the coins. So, but if the Morgan and Peace are your thing because it's more identifiable as a collector piece, whereas the Silver Eagle is more bullion driven type of collectible. This one right here is going to be pretty cool. Now, at this point, the coins haven't sold out on the enrollment thing. Now, people are kind of like 50-50 on enrollment. Like, I don't want to get into enrollment and have to be, um, I don't know, have to hold firm with the enrollment, for a number of years and all that. You could always cancel it anytime you want. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about the prices of the products? Now, again, there's the fine print. The asterisk notates prices for products containing silver, gold, and platinum are subject to change. Please visit our website or call for current pricing. Now, have you guys seen the spot price of silver right now? It's like $18 and some change. So it's been dropping, waning desirability for the for I guess, if you're gonna look at the price of what silver is, that's more more in tune to the actual market if you're gonna invest in paper stock and less about owning physical tangible investments like that. Oh, thank you, not so big papa. I think you're the big papa. Sounds too good to be true. I don't know. It might be. Yeah, the two coin set, I think above all, and I actually maxed out the allocation for that at three, the household limit. So I am going to order three. More than likely, I'm going to give one of them away next year. I think these are probably going to release end of summer into fall. I mean, if we're going to use the release model of what they did last year when it just fell apart at the seams, I'm probably going to give away one of the two coin sets. Now, $67 again for the uncirculated seems a little bit on the high side. I think I probably would feel more comfortable paying like $50 for those. The proof coins are about on par with what the prices are for the Silver Eagle proofs. So, yeah, that's probably true. I mean, it really depends on silver supply, right, Brandon? If they're not going to resolve their short silver supply or whatever crap they got going on right now, you better believe that the prices will stay high. It might even go up. I don't know. Again, we have a lot of time between now and next year. Who's asking if they're cheaper than the 2021? I'm just saying, to me, as far as value, the uncirculated coins, I feel like to me are worth $50. I'm just that's just me. The proof coins I think are on par at $73 a piece. I think that's fine. And the two coin set I think is kind of like in that wheelhouse. 175 I think is fine. Yeah, but the circulated coins just seem too expensive to me, considering what they are. And yeah, they have a little bit lower mintage than the proof coins, but again, it's all perception versus reality at this point with some of this stuff. And I like that they've decided to release it. Kind of wish they would have done it this year, but I get it. The mint sucks in that way, and they're in between. They were in between mint directors. They finally, brought in this other lady that we'll just see how it goes. She'll probably end up doing a good job. But there was probably a little bit of instability along with website issues. And in case you haven't figured it out, they're pushing the crap out of the enrollment process to get these coins out. Yeah, Joey, $50. That's where I'm at on the uncirculated. I look at them, I'm like, yeah, they're not worth more than that to me. The proofs are interesting because the last time we saw a Morgan dollar proof it was in the 1800s, right? 1895 and all those dates. And they have a look all their own. Of course, those are coins produced, 130 years ago. The proof coins, where are they going to look like this year? Are they going to be cameo? Are we going to have cameo devices and, kind of like what we're used to seeing with proof issued type of bullion coins? We'll see. Not so big, Papa. I'm talking about the 2023 next year's Morgan and Proof coins that the U.S. Mint has announced that they are going to release. They're actually on the enrollment program through the U.S. Mint. Well, it could be, James. Again, there's a lot of things at work here. Right? There's no free tendy money out there from the government. None of that stuff. So I don't know. I think the whole collectible scene in general, and it's kind of hard to gauge because we're in the middle of summer. And like I always say, guys, summertime collecting used to be non-existent back in the day. When I mean back in the day, I mean like as recently as 3 years ago, pre-pandemic. Collectibles used to take a back seat from about beginning of June all the way up till September 1st. Production quality has been bad. All right. The New Orleans and the Denver coins were especially tough. And then now all of a sudden, the graded aspect of those two particular coins have made those coins incredibly prohibitively expensive. Again, the Denver Mint 2021 Morgan is $1,000 coin in Mint State 70, or pretty close to it. Last time I checked, it was like $850 to $1,000, maybe higher. It's stupid. It's a dumb amount of money. But again, that's kind of like, well, the mid quality is crap, so that's therefore going to affect the not only the secondary market but the overall population of those coins. So it's just, it is what it is. That's kind of like how that filled in, and it's unfortunate. There's going to be people that wanted graded examples to collect the full set in, and they're going to pay $250 for all the other coins a piece, and they get to that Denver Mint, and it's the cost of $1,000. It's I don't know. It's not what I think the hobby needs is that. And aside from that, the Mint did not execute the best. I'm not going to say quality control, but the service after the fact, when people had received these coins, and then a lot of folks ended up with crappy quality Denver's and New Orleans privy coins. Yeah, I have a fan going, so the sound might be a little bit muffled. Sorry about that. I don't know, Sojourner. Yeah, there's a lot of things I wish that they could do. Here, give me a second. Let's see if this will help. All right, is this better? Let me know if it's better. We'll continue on. Yeah, because I have the ceiling fan going. It's like right above the device here. Yeah. Oh, am I still breaking up? I'm trying not to, believe me. Still choppy. with the fries with that shake. Well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. You know, this was supposed to be. Well, I can't control the volume off of my device. I'm actually doing it off my iPhone. So that way I could avoid like OBS Studio and doing all that stuff. So yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I know. Just restart the stream. If I restart it, I have to stop it and redo a new whole stream, and we're not going to do that. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about Matthew. Hey, how you doing? Finally decided to come and join the live. Okay, it's much better. Yeah, it might be my signal as well. Oh, it's perfect now. I had to adjust the antenna on top of my head. You know, like what's his face in the cartoons. You guys really don't want me to leave, huh? Yeah, I dropped about 30 people, 30 people. So, yeah, it's crazy because I was up to like 115 or like, oh, screw this. I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, me too. Me too, Augie. I think the proof and the reverse proof is where it's at. The uncirculateds to me aren't special, and I think that's more of a byproduct of the 2021 coins because we had those already. So it's like, well, we're going to end up with the same stuff just on a different year. And don't even ask me what the rhyme or reason of having proof and Morgan dollars beyond last year. It's got a little warmth to it, David. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a relatively new phone. So, oh, Randall, we were just talking about the pricing of the 2023 Morgan and Peace. All right. So $73 for the proof, each one. 60 something dollars for the uncirculateds, and 175 for the reverse proofs. That's correct, Richard. They are going to be 999. 999 fine. Yeah, I think I need to go in and max out my proof ones because I have those at one apiece in the enrollment. However, I think it would be better to order 3 of those and then back out on the uncirculateds and just get one apiece. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide why in the world are they producing these because it's 2023. If you go back 100 years for the centennial, it doesn't make any sense. They didn't make Morgans in 1923. They made proof coin or piece. So this is strange release. And I did talk to someone about that. They're like, it made sense to do it in 2021 because it was the bridge year of the end of the Morgan and the beginning of the piece. And now these things are back for 2023. Yeah, that's what I have, David. I have a 13 Pro. I actually like the camera quality for the front-facing camera and not the one that's pointed away. Even though that one's like dynamite as well. But the camcorder quality for the one that's, on the actual screen part is actually pretty good. Yeah, but Sojourner, I don't know if they're going to fix that. Yeah, I'm not so sure they're going to come off of the 400,000 to 275K. I mean, those are static. Those are static numbers. And you don't really hear too much of them modifying vintage figures. I think they're just going to sell what they have, and then let's say this thing flames out and it doesn't sell out. What they're going to do, like they do with some of the other products, is they're going to destroy the balance, and that's going to change the vintage figures. So let's say And I'm just going to give you guys an example. Let's say for the uncirculated Morgan, so it's 275,000 mintage. They end up selling only 200,000 at the end of the period because they're probably going to keep these things available on the US Mid website for 2 years, like they do the US Mid set, the proof sets, and things like that. They're going to destroy the balance of what's left over. All right, if and only if they produce the entire 275K run. All right, which I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. Is they're going to have the inventory ready to go for the people that want it, as opposed to doing it kind of like a mint on demand type of affair like they do. Um, no, constipated. You didn't miss much, man. We were just talking about the prices of the 2023 Morgan and Peace. Garage grading service. I don't know. Do I really want to do that? Considering that the collectibles market is, kind of retracing and correcting itself right now. The only reason why that collectibles ended up going up the way that it did is there was a lot of extra money to be spent. Again, someone had alluded to all of the stimulus money that people were getting. Wow, dude, you really want me to start over again? Okay, just for you, I will recap the prices that they're throwing out there for the circulated coins again, which have a mintage of 275,000. They're going to be available for $67. The proof coins of each of the Morgan and Peace are $73 a piece. I think I'm okay with the price of those. And then finally, the 2 coin set reverse proof of one of each of the Morgan and Peace is $175. And prices are not exactly static, because if prices go up, the price of the coins go up too. But if the price of silver goes down, like it had been, someone had asked me, how far do I think silver is going to go as far as dropping? That I can't. I wish I could speculate on an amount of money, but me personally, I think it's going to be short lived. It's not going to stay too much longer in the teens, if I had to think about it. PM investing, especially in physical forms of the metal, it's too strong right now. You know. Now things like 90% silver and all that, coin dealers I know have quite a bit of it, and they don't sell them as good as they used to 6 months to a year ago. So it really all depends on who you talk to. Yeah, Matthew, I the uncirculated coins I think is ambitiously priced for what they are, because we've seen those already last year. I had mentioned that $50 seems like a more palatable, is that the right word? Um, Figure for those 2 coins. But again, the US Mint works in irrational ways. They price things out based off of, their ability and how much they could get their silver supply for. So if silver got down to $14, David, yeah, it's not going to go to zero. Okay, this is one of those assets that will never go down to zero. They are going to continuously have value, which, hey, Will, what coins do you have to send? Oh, hey, Paula, have you typed in our email? I haven't seen your Wilma Mankiller, man. By the way, constipated. Does it have the big dye chip on the nose? I saw one of those. Let me guess. See, you did constipated. You did a video on it on your channel. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, Joey, the two-piece will sell out. Now the question is, am I surprised the enrollment hasn't sold out for that particular two coin set? Probably not. Now again, I'm comparing that particular product to the two coin Silver Eagle designer set from last year. You guys remember that? The reverse proof. Um, but that has a mintage of 125,000 sets. So if I were to put both products on the scale, the Silver Eagle is going to be worth it to pick up at the same price compared to the Morgan and Peace. Hey, Venomous, have you sent us a picture? I actually went on eBay to try and look for that note, but I didn't see it on there, right? This is your LEPE note. Can you email us a picture of it? I want to see it for myself. If it's a LEPE error, no doubt about it. Send it off to PMG or PCGS currency. That coin or that note needs to be graded. And it doesn't matter if it's got a puncture hole, if it's got a staple hole, if it's got a tear in the margin. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a nutso piece. So you did take a video of it, constipated. Yeah, it's crazy. 251,000 subs, and I only have 111 people on board. But how crazy would it be if I had 250,000 people on my live? I wouldn't be able to manage all of the chat. The chat would just be like a revolving door of people trying to get me to pay attention to them, and I can't do that. Hey, Value Hunter, good evening. Keith, Venomous has a rare error. It's a 2017A, right? Is it a $5 bill? Yeah. No, I love the diehards. Oh, you sent me an email. I'll check it out. How long ago did you send it? Just so I could timestamp it in our email. Because the email goes to our combined live coin Q&A inbox. So at any given time, there could be 3, 4 people looking at emails. They'll probably look at yours. I have a separate folder that they'll move it into. So, Value Hunter, are you taking off already? You just got here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, coining around. I think what the problem is I don't do enough live streams. Some people excel at it better than I do. All right, and plus they have things that engage people a lot more, and that's the big reason why I don't do like memberships and stuff because when you do memberships, you have to do regular lives. Okay. Yeah, well, Will, I mean, that's just a slightly underweight penny. It's well within the U.S. mid tolerances because a regular copper penny is 3.11. So if it's 2.85, it's just slightly underweight. Oh, David, yeah. I have people from all across the globe. They're subscribed to me, but they don't because yeah, I get quite a bit of views on my videos. If you were to look at my videos, about 48 hours after I upload them, I mean, sure, I get I could reach 10,000 views pretty easily, but I have 250,000 subs. So where are the other 240,000 people? And besides, a lot of people that watch aren't necessarily subscribers. So that's another thing. I mean, there's a lot of algorithms in play here. Oh, did Adam order rolls from you? Namaste. I am tempted to open one of mine. I have because they're see I have them right here. So double heads, but they're Loomis rolls. And I have much better luck. I have much better luck finding some really spicy stuff out of NF String and Son rolls and not Loomis. It seems to be that Loomis, they have a discriminator that pulls out all the good stuff. Oh, believe me, Paula, I'm like chomping at the bit to open that. I'm gonna try and source out some NF string. If anybody wants to help me out and get some NF strings and Sun rolls from, is there anybody on that's like in the southeast, like in Florida? I will gladly pay for some rolls. Oh, beachside, yeah. I've seen my fair share of DDRs on those Harper's Ferries. There's a boatload of them. No pun intended. Oh, really? You got me? That's awesome. Biloxi would have some. I mean, if you have a bank that has NF String and Son and not Loomis. Oh, Ray, welcome from Kentucky. We have friends that live in Carlisle. You know where Carlisle is? We were there a number of years ago before my wife and I got married. Hung out for a while with some friends. Oh, Shannon Smith finally decides to show up. That lazy old snake in the grass. Spectaculars in Florida. I figured as much. But I don't know if he'll get me rolls, though. He and I talk on occasion through like chat and stuff. So I don't know. There might be a little bit of conflict of interest. Um, Asking a fellow coin YouTuber to to hook me up with rolls that could be seeded really well with these nice errors. Hey, Ronnie, brother, how you doing? Yeah, that's you're on an island that we want to go to here really soon. We've been to Maui and Kauai, so we're gonna do all the islands, even the Forbidden Islands. Well, maybe not. Richard, yeah, yeah, their info is good. They actually have inside sources at the Mint that if they wanted to, Coin World can pick up the phone, call up their guy at the U.S. Mint, and yeah, they could divulge all that information to them specifically. Which is why that some of the off the wall information, the U.S. Mint information, goes through Coin World, and I can't because of copyright, laws and all that stuff. I can't personally use Coin World's articles, but I could react to them without actually showing the article. So I could do a reaction video with some education, that sort of thing, and talk about it. So yeah, everyone's in chat. Look at that. We're still over 100 people. We have 73 likes. If we could get to 169 likes, I'll do a giveaway. Yeah, let's see if we get 169 viewers onto the channel or this live stream. No, Joey K. There's no news. There's no news whatsoever on the Cherry Pickers Guide. I'm not even going to cross that bridge because it's like next to impossible to figure out, what that's going to be. There's so many contributors, that are kind of like holding hands with that book, and now they're with Krause Publishing, So, constipated. The family's doing really well. My wife's still a little bit sick. Come to find out, she has a paralyzed left vocal cord, so she does not talk very well right now. Her voice has been gone for 3 weeks, but that's because I think she had a probe up her nose and then down into her throat and stomach because they're trying to figure out why she has acid reflux all the time. So that's something that we've been dealing with. Thank you for all the likes and for showing up. All for just talking about pricing on the Morgan and Peace dollar coins. I think they're all within range of what we were expecting. Namaste. I'll go ahead and type it in. Unless Paula beats me to the punch. There you go. So it'll be shown under Blue Ridge Collectibles. So anyone have any questions? You got coin pictures you want to send our way? There's the email. As a matter of fact, I'll probably end up. I can't pin it from this side. Well, I'm typing it for my other channel, but there you go. Oh, do you have a second account, Tim or Will? Will Timms? You have two first names as a full name? Shannon. Shannon. So you want the wrench? Is that what I'm understanding? There you go. You're a mod. Yeah, good night to everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic summer. Yeah, good night, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night again. Just throwing out some pricing information. Some of you probably don't have access to these. Although, if you did buy something from these jokers, then more than likely you're gonna get one of these mailers. So it's funny that they don't have the pricing on the mid website. They have it in this thing right here. I'm indifferent about the commemoratives off of the US Mint website, right? People like them because they're collectible and, people are completionists. As far as like overall long term value, I just don't see it. It hasn't been there in the modern age of commemoratives. It's just never happened. I think I'm more high on the like the Air Force silver medals. You guys seen that they have, but still, it's almost like dead money. Oh, old commemoratives. I think old commemoratives are really cool. They've come down in price a lot from what they were at back in the 90s, so that's good news. But a lot of like the original really awesome pieces with like monster toning, yeah, they've all been cherry picked. Yeah, but yeah, no, I like the series. One day I'll probably get on and actually, put together the whole set. There's a few stoppers in there, like the Hawaii and the Spanish Trail, and Greg, not too crazy, man. Only for like mid-state examples because there were no mid sets that released in '82 and '83. So, oh, dude, I love the Libertads. I think they're one of the prettiest looking coins or bullion pieces out there. They're fantastic. The newer ones, that is. The ones from like the '80s are okay. They're just okay. But you know, yeah, pretty awesome coins. I like them. I mean, if silver continues to go down, we're gonna have a little bit more affordability in the marketplace, which is gonna be good for people that want to get into it. Yeah, I love the reverse design. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how silver is. Silver and gold, they're like holding hands. as the whole market just kind of like slides away, But we'll see. Everything's slipping again. The crypto market is a afterthought. So no, no, she did not get the shots. She can't. No, not for that. She has other underlying issues as well. Uh, Keith, it's NF String and Sons. The NF String is not the armored car company per se. It's the people or the it's the company that handles the packaging of the coins, and then they get passed along to the armored car companies like Wells Fargo, Loomis, and all that they get sent to the banks. So the Loomis rolls say Loomis on them. The NF String and Sons just has a denomination like $10 and quarters, and it'll say NF String and Sons underneath. Those are the ones I'm looking for, guys. In all of them, Maya Angelou. I'll even check out some of the Sally Ride, and most importantly, the Wilma Mankiller, the new ones that are out right now. And I'll buy them in quantity to make it worth everybody's while. I'll even kick in a really nice premium there, just so I could get some. Oh, it's understandable. Namaste. I know some people that go to the same bank and they end up one week getting Loomis rolls, the next week they end up getting NF String and Son. So it's kind of like all over the place. There's no guarantee. I guess it's whatever the armored car company brings in. Did you really wrestle Scott Steiner? That's funny. Was this when he was like hella jacked too, like late '90s, early 2000s? He was dumb. He was dumb during that time. That's back when he was like macking on all the ladies. Yeah, Mo. It ain't much better up here, bud. It ain't much better getting rolls here in Sacramento or San Francisco. It's bad, man. Although my gas station has no problem getting brand new solid 2022 rolls of this and that. It's just for all the other plebeians like myself, that's where it's been hard. Wow, over 100 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of the love and support going round and round. Yeah, Venomous Star Notes. Make sure you're looking for the 2013 B series of $1 bill Star Notes. They're dupes. They were printed twice. One round at the Fort Worth facility, another round much earlier at the DC facility, and they're worth a lot of money. They're worth like 20 to 30 bucks a piece. Namaste. I'll see what I can do to get some D rolls for you. I actually have a few banks out that'll hook me up with those. So if you're looking for just let me know what denomination too. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. Although you guys here, the U.S. Mint is releasing 2022 half dollars into circulation. So for you half dollar roll hunters out there, um, I hear there's going to be quite a bit of them. Yeah, the next MMR is going to be coming Sunday night. A dupe, $1,000. Now you're paying $1,000 to have a duplicate to match an existing other serial number. Like you need the Fort Worth and the DC serial numbers together as a pair set, and that's worth a lot of money. At the very least, it's worth $1,000. Mo, I have. I mean, you could sell them for a double face right now. I know the 2021s because the Mint did release a bunch of 2021s into circulation last year. Hey, Jennifer, there are worse things that you could have all over the table, especially money that you could bring back to the bank, even money, even Stevens. If it was some other stuff, you know, do we like Foreigner? I know I do. I grew up in that stuff. My parents, my mom especially, used to listen to Foreigner. All of the lovey dovey hits, Journey, Foreigner, Phil Collins, all those guys. We'll get the occasional SF mint. Our local shop had an 1880S. That's in really nice shape. Raw was a half eagle. I think they wanted 5.25 for it, but it's a common date. Yep. Well, that's the best part about sourcing stuff at the bank is, you know, you can always bring it back to the bank. Yeah, beachside. Yeah, 15, 20, $25. Again, grade is everything. Again, people are constantly trading those duplicate star notes 2013s because they're trying to match serial number pairs. All right, the Fort Worth and the DC duplicate serials are trying to get together, made them up, get them graded, and then now all of a sudden that pair is worth $1,000, $1,500, and they're selling for that too. Well, Shannon does. Shannon always loses money every time he goes to the bank. I'm just messing with you, man. Just messing with you. So, in theory, you're not supposed to lose any money whatsoever by going to the bank. And, well, now is a good time to go to the bank, anyways, because of all the stupid errors and varieties that you can find in new 2022 coins. It's a virtual kind of like it's an all out tug of war of trying to get some of this. I hear those Teslas are the fastest thing you ever drive. If you go from a combustible engine vehicle to a Tesla, it's kind of hard to go back. They just don't feel the same. The trash talk. Well, Shannon is going to have to behave himself. Well, he is saying hit the like. It's free. It is. I'm not expecting anything else. Sure, you could send over a super chat, but I don't promote that. Well, I guess I kind of did promote it by saying it. But no, yeah, you don't, no need to send any of that stuff. Again, I just wanted to hang out with you guys for about another minute and 12 seconds before we call it a night. And that's not bad. Is it the dual motor Model 3? Because the dual motor is faster, right? Because it's more horsepower. Yeah, well, SLV Shark, how much did you have to pay for the Denver Mid State 70? And since it's NGC, it should be a little bit cheaper. You didn't have to do that. See, here's the thing, Shannon. You send me the $5. I'm gonna have to go around and send the $5 back, but it's gonna be to the live coin Q&A channel. You're funny. Well, yeah. Well, I guess you paid for my coffee tomorrow morning. Um, hey, constipated. When is that concert gonna be? Oh, Venomous. Yeah, I'll check it out. My daughter likes Pokemon, so 670. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm done grading cards through PSA and BGS. I'm just tired of it. I got jaded for a while because everybody was doing it, and you have all these YouTube personalities that were doing it, and then now that the markets come back down to earth. Well, 670 isn't bad, and it's does it have first strike or first day of issue? Because the PCGS one's like $1,000, right? $900 to $1,000 and 70. Mo, I haven't checked. I could ask Adam. He just got a submission back the other day, and he sends a lot of stuff to NGC. But again, with the occasional PCGS submission, so. Oh, November. That's not bad. Constipated. It was fun. Look at this. We were on for an hour, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm only going to be on for like 8 minutes because we're just talking about pricing from this piece of paper right here. So, yeah, no, it was great, guys. It was a slice. It was a slice of having to chat with you guys on a Friday night. Good old fashioned Friday night. That's how we do it. Um, I'm a fun guy, like a toadstool. I have a wedding to go to in 2 weeks, so I won't be doing any videos that weekend. But it's actually a week from this weekend, next weekend. So, um, yeah. Well, Paula, that's what I was saying. Fun guy, like mushrooms. Um, yeah, venomous. Yeah, after talking with a lot of people, those are tough. The low mint mark ones, I hear, and Paula is even. I even talked to Paula, are within tolerances. It's that high mint mark 75D that's the one that actually has more clout of misplaced mint marks. I don't know why. I think some of the low mint mark nickels look incredibly crazy when they're really low. So it's up to you, Mike. Yeah, you can cancel anytime. I do know that there's quite a few of those strike throughs available because I was looking earlier today. I bought one, but mine has the double strike through on there. One on the building and another smaller one, like right under the wing tip. It looks like the wing is on fire too. So yeah, yeah. Send a counter offer to the buyer. You know, there's a lot of them. Oh, David, crap. Although they're probably used to it. There's a lot of suspicious stuff that comes in. Just one more like. That's all I need. Let's get to 120. I wanted 169, and then when we get to 169, I was said, let's get to 269. So, Mo, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for coming in. 420. Is it that time? Is it time to meet Mary Jane about a horse? So, yeah, I'll probably get to 169 if we stayed on another hour, but I'm not so sure my head is in the game to stay on. Yeah, to stay on for another. Well, what's it gonna take to get to 420 likes if I stayed on till like 6 a.m.? So yeah, 125. I'm good with that. I guess the more live events I do, the better it gets, and the more I guess audience I get. I just don't do them that often, you know. Venomous, it's fine. I'm gonna jump off, and then you guys need to jump off too. Yes, keep an eye out for on that trend line for gold and silver. Story of our life, right? Being in the business. That's the only thing we look at. Um, yeah, Richard, that's just something to keep. I'm not even sure you could grade it with that misplacement mark attribution on there. I want biscuits and gravy, Joey. That's all I want. Biscuits and gravy, and a coffee. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you. You guys have a good one. Have a great night. Um, well, SLV Shark, you gonna buy mine if it was $85? Because I'll do it. I guess. Although mine's mid state 63 ish, somewhere around there. That's gonna go ahead and do it, guys. Have a great Eves. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna do the PCMR tomorrow, so watch out for that. Like clockwork. But that's it. All right. So long, folks. So long.